What's up, guys? This is Ron Gonzalez. I am a landscape designer based out of Midland, Texas. I have about 5 years experience working for myself as a designer, and recently I just moved here to Midland. It's actually my hometown, but we came back here. We're in our new property that we moved in April. And this is kind of a bit of a journey for me. I'm kind of getting a little bit more into doing stuff for myself, because as a designer, you don't really do a lot of stuff for yourself. You're mainly doing it for others. So I'm taking this opportunity that I have right here to kind of showcase my knowledge and what I'm able to do out here. And this is the land of Landman, which if y'all have ever seen that, it's a little dusty. It's a little, as you can tell, not a whole lot grows out here, but I have a pretty good idea on what I think I can do, and I hope y'all would enjoy the journey with me. I'm going to kind of showcase a few things, show you what I currently have, and then we'll go from there. So we'll start off with what we currently have just existing. We have this live oak tree that's been here for obviously a little while. I'd say this is probably a good 20-year-old tree. I have a small little flower bed area that it's probably going to be something I'm going to be toying with for a while, considering you have all these little suckers that just kind of grow. It's one of those things that are just kind of difficult to deal with, but I have a few ideas there. Oh, that's Xena in the background. That's one of my helpers. It's also Mr. Theo over here, Theosius, Theo Bear. Yeah, you'll see a lot of them. Yeah, this is just kind of one thing that we have here currently. So this is the beginnings of what is going to be essentially a long flower bed. I have this entire space right here, kind of where the driveway's at, that I'm wanting to kind of refurbish and start adding in some stuff. Currently, my ideas here, I actually saved this guy. This is an Italian cypress that definitely will need some help. Hello, Theo. But it came from a little rescue, so we're hoping to, get that to come back a little bit. I've planted a few things. We have red dianthus right here. This is a really popular perennial. I've planted that for several clients, and it always looks really good. It comes back every year. This is going to be a variegated privet. It's a pretty decent size shrub. It'll get pretty tall, so it's really good for that back area right there. As you can see, I have some leaves that I actually got from a project that I'm using to add organic matter to the soil. So that's essentially the goal that I have there for that. So a few other things we have here. I have kind of a low-growing cypress plant. There's a few kind of random things too that I've just kind of inserted that we're going to see how they turn out. I have some cone flowers over there. And to give a little preference, it is beginning of December, so there's a lot of stuff going dormant, but this will definitely give you an idea on what potentially is going to be coming up this next year. We have some more dianthus over here. This is more of a, I believe it's in the kind of sunflower family, but it's Coreopsis. I think I'll have to look that one up. This is a Mexican petunia that's going dormant. You'll see several of those on the property. I actually I make these from cuttings. It's probably one of the plants I've been the most successful with when it comes to growing. I'll show you a few pictures of some other places that we've had that I've planted them, and they get big. They're a fun plant. This is going to be a cedar, actually a lace bark elm. This is a fun one that eventually will become a pretty big tree. I'll throw up a picture of what a full-grown one looks like, but that's kind of the startings of a tree. Definitely give some height for this space over here. And one real popular one for out here is red yucca. This one I saved from a project, and what you'll notice with a lot of the plants that I'm putting in are definitely going to be plants that I've saved from other projects. My goal with what I'm doing out here is that it's going to be not necessarily frugal, but trying to reuse as much stuff as I can into the landscape. This is a fun one. This is an agave plant. There's 3 of them in there, but this one will get up to about 3 feet tall. I'm really excited for the growth on that. I'll have to show you what a full-grown one looks like for one of my clients. Very, very fun plant. Some Mexican feathergrass. We'll see how that goes. These typically like to spread out a little bit. They're kind of invasive, but I think for where they're at, I think they'll be a good addition. I'm really trying to do a bit of a mass planting on some of this stuff. I think that'll add like a nice texture to the landscape. We'll see how that goes. As you can tell, there's a lot of rocks out here, so there's going to be a lot of soil amendments that will need to be done, but I think we can do it. A few honorable mentions that are in these flower beds. We have some cannas that are in here too, but they have definitely gone dormant. We have this flower bed over here. Not going to be a whole lot currently, but again, another one of those Mexican petunias. Again, this is going to be one that I'll have probably throughout the space. I think overall they're real easy to grow. They're not very picky on the soil, especially out here because we have a lot of sand and rock. I think that's going to be a pretty good theme throughout this landscape. Some cone flowers we have in here, and then this is just kind of a pocket of annual color that I had. We'll see if that's going to be a continuation on what we have over here, but I'd like to kind of use this space as maybe some vines, kind of cover up some of the siding on this place. A lot of work that needs, but oh, hello there. It's the star of the show, Miss Zena. But yeah, there's going to be kind of a variety of different things that we're going to put over here. I'd like to have some, and in fact I have a few berry vines growing up here. I think my goal is to put a trellis right here so that we'll have this just vine growing right here. That'll add kind of a nice little look to it, maybe cover up some of the house right there. You see we have some cannas growing. That'll be another theme of this design is cannas. I love me some cannas. So this is kind of a unique space I have over here. I got essentially a grow section. It's not much right now, but I've been able to do a lot of the growing that I have over here through this system. It's essentially just some spray nozzles. I have a timer set up, and I've been able to grow a few things. Right now it's a little bare because it is the start of winter, but I have a few things in here. Stay tuned for that, and we'll go from there. It's also the backyard. I have a lot of ideas for over here too as well. And then I have a peach tree right there. Another goal for this space is that it's gonna essentially have a raised garden bed area. This is going to be where we grow a lot of our food, kind of a bit of a homesteading space. And if I can convince my wife, maybe some chickens. Couple of honorable mentions. Our 2 mulberry trees up at the front. They're not a very aesthetically looking, pleasing tree, but trim them up a little bit, and there'll be some really nice shade trees. I definitely want to, there's a lot of space right here. A lot of potential to do something really cool right in here. I'm thinking definitely something that could potentially be like a gathering space, some grass, like not just this grass, but some actual grass, but definitely something to consider. A couple things that I have available just because of my background. We have a double axle dump trailer. This will be very useful in picking up soil, rock, pretty much anything that I'm needing to add, plants, all of that. And actually this Saturday, I'll probably make another video on it too. There's a guy over in Odessa that actually has a bunch of flagstone for free. So we'll get to take a look at that. And that's another thing too, that, I'm going to try and do my best when it comes to this landscape is if I see anything that's for free, I'm going to take advantage of that. Another honorable mention is my Ditch Witch SK650. It's a good piece of equipment. Currently right now it is under maintenance, but this thing will save your back. And like a lot of the stuff too that I have here, I know a lot of people don't have, but you can rent them at some local places. Home Depot actually lets you rent equipment like this, and honestly, when it comes to big projects, it's a lifesaver. This thing has been detrimental to a lot of the projects that I've done, and I would definitely recommend, if you're able to rent something like this. So the other thing that I'm pretty excited about too, that I think I can convince my wife to be excited about too, is the fact that we have all of this that we'll be able to potentially build a house on. We even have a water well already drilled over there with a septic system, I believe, somewhere over here. And the goal is to build a property out here and to really just turn it into a good space. I mean, this is something, it's been in the family for a little while. They haven't really done a whole lot with. I believe, just based off of what I've been able to do, that we can make this into something special. So that's essentially my goal for these videos, is to kind of bring y'all on my journey of creating this space into what essentially is going to be a West Texas paradise. So I hope y'all enjoyed kind of seeing a little bit of what I'll be dealing with. There's going to be a lot of troubleshooting. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff that'll we'll be able to do, and a lot of stuff that we'll be able to transform with this space. And there's going to be it'll be a fun ride, and I hope y'all are going to be alongside with me. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Thanks.